Hi, it's Kris in the 4 News Now First Alert Weather Center on a very interesting Thursday evening weather-wise. I'll be very curious to see how this all pans out because it is a complicated temperature profile we've got going on, mainly just right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Every microclimate coming into play. We are looking at the temperature throughout the atmosphere. I mean, this is not a slam dunk by any means. I was leaning on the side of rain snow yesterday, mostly rain, non-accumulating snow. I think we all know by now how that turned out. Now I'm trying to figure out how we go forward because our temperature is starting to creep up a little bit this evening. So I can tell you with a very high degree of certainty that it will precipitate at your house. The form it's going to take is going to require a little more work. So without further ado, here are 4 things to know about your forecast. We have a winter weather advisory in effect for the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area. I'll show you the map in just a moment, as well as the Northeast Mountains and North Idaho, 1 to 4 inches in the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, with the higher totals up on the higher benches, above 2,000 feet, particularly in Coeur d'Alene. The West Plains will be dry by mid-afternoon tomorrow and then head into a quiet weekend. Here is the winter weather advisory. 3 to 5 inches in the northern valleys. Feeling confident about that. 1 to 3 for the Okanagan. Pretty good about that too. 1 to 3 in the central panhandle, with up to 7 in the mountains. Yes, indeed. Then we get down right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, 1 to 4. That is where things get a little bit tricky on the grassy surfaces. I think that is a pretty safe bet. The roadways are a little bit of a different story right now. As of this evening, temperatures on the roads are still above freezing, but by about 10 o'clock tonight, that will not be the case. And already on some of the traffic cameras in like from the North Division Y north, I'm seeing some accumulation on the roadways. This is just the Doppler radar through the afternoon, and it has all been falling as snow from about 1 o'clock this afternoon, started sticking a little bit later than that, and we're going to continue to see this fairly heavy precipitation at times right on through the night and into tomorrow morning. Now, here's our computer model, which has been a little frustrating because it has been running very warm, and it still wants to bring this warm air into the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area, which would make everything turn to rain overnight and right on through tomorrow morning. I think that this is not going to be the case. I think it's at least going to be a rain-snow mix. But if it stays as snow, that's when we're really going to see some snow piling up, because as you can see, that precipitation is going to be falling at a pretty good rate. Finally, we dry out by tomorrow afternoon. Here's 5 o'clock. If you're going down to the Cougar game, should be smooth sailing, especially because by the time you get just a little bit south of Spokane, our temperatures really warm up. In fact, here's our overnight lows tonight, which are basically our current temperatures. We're either going to be holding steady right around freezing or increasing a little bit. We're staying above freezing in Moscow and Pullman, as well as Lewiston. And then high temperatures tomorrow all the way up into the upper 30s and lower 40s. So then my job gets a lot easier for the weekend. Mostly cloudy Saturday and Sunday, some low clouds and fog. Temperatures will depend on how intense that stratus is. If we don't get any sun breaks, those highs might be a little on the high side. Heading into Thanksgiving weekend, still looks like the possibility of some snow in the morning on Tuesday. If you have travel plans that take you over the passes or whatnot, that may be an issue. Right now it's looking dry on Thanksgiving itself with a high of 40. Not a bright, sunshiny Thanksgiving. I do not remember very many bright, sunny Thanksgivings, though. It seems like we're really into that time of year where the clouds are with us. would love to hear what happens at your house with the precipitation. I'm fascinated to see how this plays out over the next 12 hours. Shoot me an email, Kris, K-R-I-S-C, @kxoy.com. If you don't hear back from me, do know I read them. They just kind of pile up, and then I get way behind, and I know I've got a few I have to answer that are a couple weeks old already. But I would love to hear or see a picture of the snow at your place. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow, and we'll talk about how it all went down.